automatic control of critical vehicle functions.
All right, hello everybody, welcome back to the stream. Make sure everything's situated here. So yeah, today I'm going to be working on a new encounter type, which an encounter type is basically anything that can appear in the waves, or in between the waves, in the wave intermission, I guess you could say. So these are things like the Heart Sacrifice, the Shop, the Gun Scrambler, and I have very few of these. I think I might have just mentioned all of them. Oh, I've got the Well as well. So I'm going to add another one, and I think it's going to be really fun. But before I get into how I want that to go, I want to remind everyone that I've got all of the ways you can support me linked in the description below. I've got my Udemy courses available for sale, so if you're interested in learning how to build a complete game in the Godot engine, you can check out those. I've got a C# course and a GD script course. And you can sign up for my email newsletter at firebelly.com. And of course, you can like this video, subscribe to the channel, watch my videos, all that good stuff. So again, everything's linked in the description below, and check it out if you're so inclined. So with all of that out of the way, hello Emerson, welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Getting started early today, indeed, any key. Only a couple minutes early, but I was antsy, so here we are. Hello Chisholm, welcome back. What's up with you? I'm doing pretty well. Cool stuff, yes indeed. All right, so what I want to do is I want to create a prize wheel. So it's going to be, I wanted to do something with like in-game gambling with your gold. So I think I'm going to have like one of those prize wheels where you spin it and it settles in on an option, and it has a chance to give you like a small amount of gold, a large amount of gold, like a jackpot amount of gold. It has a potential maybe to drop a rune, or you know, heal you or something like that. And maybe I can also add a negative option in there, but I don't know if that would be good. But I guess the negative option could just be nothing. So the idea is that you'll spend like 20 gold or whatever to spin the wheel, and then there's a very small chance that it'll hit like a jackpot or whatever, and then a somewhat large chance to hit a well, what is it? Like a nothing section. So I think this is going to be really interesting. I'm not actually sure. It's going to be interesting in a number of ways. I think one of the interesting things is going to be actually doing the programming of the thing. So to spin a little wheel and then to have the output match the whatever's written on the prize wheel, I think is going to be a little bit tricky. I might have to do some playing around with that to see how that works, but yay gambling, all hail RNGesus, yeah. Currently, is there a way to automatically collect gold or runes in the game? If not, I think it would be a cool skill or passive. Just a random thought after playing the demo. Yes, there are two things. There's one upgrade you can get that increases your pickup radius, so you can collect things from much farther away. But then there is the Loot Goblin, which you can gain as a permanent companion, and the Loot Goblin runs around and collects things for you. So that is in the game. Indeed, it's not available in the demo. I think maybe the Loot Goblin passive is available in the demo, but there's an upgrade on the tree, on the meta upgrade tree, where you can get the Loot Goblin permanently, and so it just gets removed from the passive pool when you're actually in game. Hello Codex, welcome. All right, so let's see. I think the first thing I'm going to do is let's start by drawing a wheel of some kind, and what I might do is just draw a very bad looking wheel to start, just so I have some kind of something to start with, and then we'll go from there. So again, I'm just going to put the player in there for reference. So I think something like I need it to be a relatively large wheel so that I can put all my options in there. Let's do that. Okay, so that's looking good so far. Of course, what we're gonna need is also like one of those, you know, one of those red arrows pointing down. And I'll have to figure out what exactly I want to do about all this, but like, do I want to do this? Might do this, something like that. I don't know. We'll see. Assets, encounter. Call it a prize wheel. All right. So now the tricky part is going to be dividing this up into various segments. Part of me is wondering if it would be easier to do this programmatically. So to draw the things on the circle. Something weird going on here. Maybe I just chose an odd circle radius. Well, I'll just fix it the easy way first. Oops. Hello? Why can't I do this? Oh. I was editing the wrong thing. Okay, let's lock that. There we go. That looks awkward too, but I don't know. Yeah, so I wonder if it would be better to... Let me think. Would it be better to programmatically draw these things? The various sections of the wheel? That might be better, because then I could... So I could draw all the segments in accordance with, like... So basically what I want to do is take a loot table and map it onto this wheel such that, you know, each wedge in the wheel corresponds to a certain amount of weight on the loot table. Then the question is, how do I include the icons? Because basically, let's see. What I would do is I would have like a, oops. Well, I do need a centerpiece, but let's see. Just have like a, something like that. So there's like one wedge here. Right, and then I need to do the same thing for the other thing, for the other colors. I might try. Why does that not work? Oh, I gotta fill this in first, I guess. There we go. And then I need to put some kind of icon in here. Or I can make the segments bigger. Because I'd want to show like gold or something in here. So I'd probably draw an icon up at the top here. Okay, let me, maybe I'll try. I'm going to try programmatically drawing it first, all those segments, and I'm going to see how that looks. I have a feeling that's not going to look great, but I'm curious to see. So what I'll do is I'll just... I think I can get rid of this player reference here. Might actually make this a little bit bigger because I'm kind of bothered by the weirdness. That looks like a much nicer circle to me. There we go. A much better circle. All right. And then this thing, okay. I'm just messing this whole thing up, so that's fine. Just gonna delete that. We'll just start with this. So we got the prize wheel.png export. Okay. Let's go ahead and create a new scene for it. Now I'm gonna just look at the well real quick here. This is namespace. Okay, so there's nothing special I need to do here, so I can just create a new 2D scene, and I call it prize wheel. And let's see. Let's save that in scenes, environment, nope, or level, scenes, game object, encounter. Here we go. Prize wheel. We'll add a script to it. Counter prize wheel. Okay, game.gameObject.prize wheel. Or not dot encounter. There we go. Not dot prize wheel. Hello, Yas. I'm new to this stuff, but can't you generic spinning animation, random roll, landing animation? Can't you generic spinning animation, random roll? I mean, that's one way I could approach it. I don't know if that's going to be easier than the way that I'm going to approach it now. Welcome to the stream, by the way, YasDD. Happy week. Yes, happy week indeed. It is New Year's week. Is it New? Yeah. Hello, Presentary. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. Hello, Dione. My favorite streamer, actually. Well, thank you. Thank you. Hello, Instakill Ann. Merry late Christmas to you as well. I'm doing well. How are you doing? We got New Year's coming up. Just checking if I'm not saying anything crazy. No, that's fine. I mean, you're welcome to make suggestions. Yeah, I mean, I get what you're saying there with the animation, but yeah, I just don't know. Honestly, I'm not entirely sure how to implement such a thing anyway. So a lot of the stream is going to be me fudging around and just kind of like learning how to accomplish what I'm trying to accomplish. But yeah, suggestions are definitely welcome. What a best way to close the year than working on your game? Absolutely. Absolutely. All right, let's go ahead and let's see. I'm going to try drawing things. So let me think about this for a second. So I'll probably make a loot table. Make a loot table that has a total weight. Well, let me start with the loot table. So loot table. I actually forgot how to use my loot tables. Don't look. Loot table manager. Loot table, I need an item in there. Okay, so what I probably will want is some kind of enum, private enum, prize option. And we're gonna say, let's just call it small gold, medium gold, large gold. And let's do passive, rune. What else can we give the player? Maybe we'll start with that list. And then there's going to be a nothing option, but it's just going to be null. So prize option. Actually, enums aren't nullable, are they? Loot table dot add item. Can I add a null? I can add a null option here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to say, can I do null and then int weight? So let's start it with, I want to make it a weight that's kind of maps onto a degree value. So maybe like 180 degrees, because then it's gonna, that's half of 360. I don't want to make it, well, I could make it out of 360, I guess. The idea is I'm going to map all these weights onto actual segments of the prize wheel so that it's visually accurate as well. I guess I'll just make it out of 360. So I need all of these to add up to 360. So I think what I'll do is let's just start with, and I probably need to do it in order too. Let me see. So let's add a, let's do like, I don't know. What's 180 divided by 4? Or 360 divided by 4? 90. So maybe if I just add like a, well, that might be too much. Maybe if I do 6 divided by 6, 60. So I'll do 6 null slot. The other thing is I don't have a lot of space here. So yeah, we're gonna have to see how this works. Oh, I can't add null here. Okay, fine. We'll add nothing. Okay, and then let's do add item, small gold, add item. Let's do another nothing. Let's do add item. I'll change these weights too. Let's do passive. That's gonna have to be relatively small. Nothing again. Rune. And large gold. Okay. So is this used? Are all of these used at least once? I've got no medium gold. Okay. Let's put a medium gold here. 1, 2. So now I've got 5 nothings. Well, I don't necessarily need 5 nothings, but my B-Day is coming soon on 2nd January, and I'm excited for what 2025 will bring us. Well, awesome. That's great. Happy early birthday to you. If I'm not able to say it to you on your birthday. Do it programmatically sounds way harder for me, but I can't code. I'm excited to see you attempt it. I mean, it doesn't sound hard in theory. I think what the hardest thing is going to be is like getting it all to fit on like a small pixel wheel. So I may need to alter my approach, but yeah, it's just a matter of transforming all of these weights into like arc segments on the wheel using the custom Godot drawing methods. I think it should be fine, but we'll see. Hello, Neozoid. Love every time I see your stream. Welcome, welcome. Some of my friends told me that when I will have 25 years old, I will start to get nerf. I think that's real because my back start hurting already. Yeah. Yes, these bodies, they do break down over time. But we won't think about that. All right, so anyway, nothing. So do I want to have 5 nothing segments, or I probably want to do 4. Or I have 6. Wait. Okay, hold on. Wait a minute. This is going to be difficult. All right. So basically, I need everything to add up to 360 now. But I want the nothings. So let me start with saying maybe I want 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So if I have, let's say that I want there to be a 50% chance to get nothing. So that would be 180 degrees of the wheel. And then if I divide that by 5, so I've got 36. So if I make these all 36, okay. Okay, so now I've got 180 left, 180 degrees left to divide all of these things up. So let's do something very tiny for the large gold. So 10 out of 360 is what? So a 2% chance for the large gold. So I've got 170 points remaining that I can spend here. Rune is, let's just choose something like 40 for that. So then I've got 130 left. Medium gold, we can do, let's leave that at 60. So minus 60, so I've got 70 left now. Passive, let's do 30. Passive should probably be smaller than that, but that's fine. So minus 30, so I've got 40 left and we can do small gold. Okay, so these should probably be reversed. So medium gold should be 40, small gold should be 60. And these numbers all might need to change, but... All right, I think that all adds up. 36 times 5. There's probably an easier way to do this, but... And then we've got 60, 30, that's 90, that's 130, 170, 180. Okay, so we're good with all of that. That all adds up to 360 now. So we've got all those loot table options, and I've also put them in the order that I want the wedges to appear. So now I have to actually draw these things. So let's do this. Public override void draw. Draw arc. So I can do a draw arc here. Draws an unfilled arc between the angles. Maybe I should just do a draw triangle. Draws an unfilled arc. Draw. Draw polygon. I might have to use a draw polygon instead. Draw unfilled arc. Why would there not be a filled arc option? All right, well, we're going to see how this works. Can I iterate over the loot table items? Yes. So this is going to return a list of all the... Okay, so... data in get loot table data. Okay, var current degree start, I guess. Okay, so current degree start. We're gonna have to draw a polygon, I guess. Add child node sprite. Price wheel. Boom. I'm gonna want to shift this up. Okay, and then let's go ahead and actually the sprite 2D. You can use the sprite 2D position as the center position, but I'm gonna put my own offset on it. Okay. So let's grab a reference to that. Are you using a standing desk? I am not. No, I am seated. I am seated. Welcome to the stream, by the way, Akita. I never liked standing desks that much. Too much work. Private sprite 2D. All right. I can stay up there. That's fine. Draw polygon. Vector 2 points. Draws a solid polygon of any number of points, convex or concave. Each point's color can be changed individually. Draw a polyline. If you need more flexibility, such as being able to use bones, draw a polygon. Is this going to be filled? I guess we'll find out. So we need a vector 2 of points, or a vector 2 array, yeah. So var points. Let's do this. Vector 2 points is equal to, the first point is going to be sprite2d dot position. The second point is going to be sprite2d dot position plus so the vertex 2 position is going to be vector2.right.rotated. Oh shoot. Well, this should be fine actually. Vector2.right.rotated current degree start. Var, no, this needs to be sprite2d.position plus that times some distance. I'm just gonna choose a random distance. I'm gonna need to clamp or crop that somehow, but one thing at a time here. Trying to get one thing working at a time. Vertex 3 position is equal to sprite2d.position vector2.right rotated current degree start plus data.weight times 48. Okay, and then in here, current degree start plus equals data.weight. All right, so this can be vertex 3, vertex 2 position, vertex 3 position. I'm very curious to see if this is going to work. Probably going to not work, but we'll see. Colors, let's just do colors. Well, I'm going to need to choose a color, huh? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10. I need 10 colors. Private color. Segment colors. New. Let's do this. Colors.white. I'll have to change this. Colors.red. Colors.white. So basically every nothing is going to be white. White, please. Thank you. So I've got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I'll probably make an export variable for this, but right now we're just trying to get it working. Okay, that should be fine. I'm gonna need to change this to a traditional for loop now. I equals 0, I... table data dot count I++. What is going on? Why is this not liking? Oh, do I have an extra? I had an extra. Wait a minute. No. What is going on? Okay, well, whatever. Oh, it just, I don't know why it was doing that. Okay, well, whatever. Var color is equal to segment colors I. Okay, and then this is going to be color, 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 UVs. Oh, I don't need that. Okay. Draw polygon. Cool. So now let's do this. Q redraw. Sweet. All right, let's see how badly this is not working. Let's go to the hub arena here. And let's insert that into entities and we'll just see. Okay, time to test it. Hi, I'm new to the channel. What exactly is the node attribute? Hello, Menta da Silva. The node attribute is just an easy way of finding nodes in the scene tree. Oh my, that didn't work at all. It's just an easy way of finding nodes in the scene tree. So basically, it takes the C# member name and tries to find a node with that same name. And it's based on source generated code. So it's auto generated code that will automatically assign those members for me. Hello, Snup Bill. Welcome back to the stream. Also, thank you so much for the IDR 20,000. Very much appreciate that. Very generous. So thank you, thank you. Hey, Firebelly, what's up? Not much. What's up with you, Xenoblide? Xenoblide? That's cool. Thanks. You're welcome. Okay. So we've got something that's not working at all. And the reason it's not working at all is because this needs to be rotated degrees. I was rotating it in radians using a degree value, which is not going to work, as you could probably deduce. So let's see what it looks like now. Okay. So it looks a little bit awkward. That's because I'm drawing the triangles outside of the wheel. And it's also not being drawn on top of the sprite. So there's a couple of things that I need to do. But if you look at this, you could see that the colors that I've chosen are being, I think, accurately, well, they're being accurately sized, I think. So if I can just clamp, I'll just probably end up masking this a little bit. So the nice thing, so I should back up and say the reason why I wanted to do this programmatically is because I get a more precise visual representation of the weights of the wheel, so I don't have to figure out how to draw that in like a sprite and get the weights all correct. But for balancing purposes, if I want to ever change the weights, I don't need to redraw anything, right? I can just go in the code, make sure the weights add up to 360, and it will automatically be adjusted for me. So that's the reason why I wanted to do programmatic. So all that needs to happen really is that these need to be masked now that they're going outside of the circle. So I actually want to call the draw method on, on something. Well, let's see. How do I call a draw method on a different node? Can I actually do that? Let's see. So if I look at the draw signal of the canvas item. So draw, where's the signals here? Signals, draw, emitted when the canvas item must redraw after the related and before draw is called. Deferred connections do not allow drawing through the draw methods. Okay. I think this might be a little bit hacky, but I think I can do this. So if I add a node 2D here, this is going to be the wheel segments draw. Let's go ahead and access that as a unique name. Node private node 2D wheel segments draw. So here's what I'm going to do. So I'm going to do wheel segments draw plus equals on draw segments. And then what I can do is call wheel segments queue redraw. And then in here, instead of doing this in my own draw method, I will rename this to on draw segments. And what I can do in here is I can say, yeah. So when I call draw polygon, I'm going to do wheel segments draw polygon, and I'm going to change this to wheel segments draw position. Okay, and I actually don't need this sprite 2D anymore. I don't know if that's going to work, but that should work. So let's see if, so now I should see that the segments are being drawn on top of the sprite. Perfect. Okay. So the segments are being drawn on top of the sprite now. Perfect. So now I need to do a clip here. If I do clip plus draw, I might need to do a separate sprite 2D so I don't clobber the outline, but there we go. So the outline has disappeared because that's not the way that the clip is including the outline, so I just probably need to do a version of the sprite that doesn't have that. But yeah, that's looking pretty decent. So now, of course, the question is now, what happens if I rotate it? I probably want to grab that sprite 2D again. Okay, let's just create a tween. Bar tween is equal to create tween. Sprite 2D tween.tween property. Sprite 2D. Rotation degrees. 360. Let's do it over 1 second. And we're going to do tween.setLoops 0. And while I'm at it, I'm just going to take this, export this as the prize wheel mask, selection only. Okay. So if I put another sprite 2D under here, prize wheel mask, oops, mask, I'm going to turn off the clip children here. This one is going to be visibility clip only. Put that as a child. Prize wheel mask goes here. Boom. Well, I should probably turn this. Oh, you did not. It lied to me. Prize wheel mask. Why do you have an outline? That's not right. I said give me the selection only. Okay, well, we'll just export this as the prize wheel mask like so. Tisk tisk a sprite. Okay, so now I can turn this on to prize wheel mask, visibility clip only. And now we should be able to see that outline preserved, and we'll also be rotating, hopefully. I said loops to 0. Why are you stopping? Oh, dot from 0. Okay. Anyway, how's everyone going today? Going well. Brian, thanks for asking. How are you doing? Hello, Nikki Dev. Welcome back. Hello, Borat. Welcome to you as well. I'm about to learn some shaders for Godot, but I don't IDK where to start. Never touched shaders before either. How should I start? That's a good question. Shaders are very, very difficult. I would start with some simple shaders. Maybe do like a hit flash shader first. Just something real simple. Try some like palette replacement shaders just to get a good idea of how to make those things work. But yeah, the more complex shaders are like beyond me. So I wish I could give you better advice, but just try to start with simple ones first and see if that helps. Still so torn between GDScript and C# to learn. Dang, hope you are doing well, Firebelly. Well, you know, I've got courses for both of them, so you can check those out below. No, but I mean, there's no harm in starting with GDScript. I like GDScript actually a lot in Godot 4. Hello, Alex. Welcome back. Good to see you. GDScript is easy to learn and better for beginners, but C# is a general purpose language. Better for more complex games where performance is key. Yeah, I think that's a good analysis. Hello, Defected. Good morning to you as well. Welcome back to the stream. Ping-ponging between GDScript and C#. Yeah, I would just pick GDScript or something and then just go with it. Are messages showing up instantly now on screen? That will help with my message timing. I don't know. I mean, I haven't changed any of my stream settings. Like, I've always been on the low latency mode for YouTube, and the messages show up on my side as soon as they come in. So I don't know. Maybe, I don't know. But if the timing's better, then awesome. Good morning, Super Rad Maker. Great to see you again. Got all moved in and unpacked Saturday. Oh, that's right. You were moving over the Christmas holiday. Did that go relatively smoothly? Sounds like it did if you got unpacked and everything. So that's good. Godot shaders is my favorite. Yeah, I just lift things off of Godot shaders. You can also ask ChatGPT to write shaders for you. It's remarkably good at writing shaders. It's remarkably good at writing shaders for GLSL or Godot shading language, right? So I asked it to write a quantized shader one time and it worked flawlessly. You can also use the visual shader. The visual shaders are really good in Godot for a odd reason, I think, which is that you can pretty much mirror like a Unity shader graph because the functionality is very similar. So if you find a shader for Unity that you like, and it comes in a shader graph form, you can like translate that over to like the Godot visual shader language, or the visual shader, I don't know what you call it, framework or whatever. What website sources do you recommend to learn Godot shaders? What do you personally use? Yeah, the godotshaders.com or whatever it is. I need to learn more about shaders, but I'm not that sophisticated when it comes to shaders. Always be promoting, yeah. It's funny that you say that because me and my friend, when we play games, like we played VRising, and every time we found a little fishing spot, we would stop and fish. And we came up with like a similar acronym or way of saying it, which is always be fishing, ABFing. So that's actually really funny that you said that because it's right along the lines of what me and my friends say. Yesterday, it was taking 30 seconds at least to show up on screen for me. Oh, interesting. Yeah, I don't know. Went well. Unpacking while trying to wrangle two little kids is quite the experience. Looking to finally deep dive into C to really grow my learning. Well, there you go. Well, I'm glad that it went well, especially with young children. That's always good. I do feel like GDScript is easier to grasp, but my mind doesn't really work well with indentation. On the other hand, C# Godot feels like you need much more steps to achieve the same. There's definitely more boilerplate in C# for sure. So yeah, it's just, you know, there's always trade-offs. So okay, so now so let me think. Now I need to actually pick the reward based on this. And I'm just doing this piecemeal fashion. The way that I approach new things that I'm doing is I try to tackle the big unknowns first. So the reason I'm not putting a whole lot of effort into the art yet, the reason why it's kind of like looking janky a little bit and it's got some like weird awkward spin, I'm just trying to get it working. So the first question was, can I draw like little segments programmatically to represent the exact weights of the table? And I accomplished that. So, okay. Then I added a spin. What does it look like when it spins? Okay, it looks decent, right? So now the next question is going to be, can I choose an item from the loot table and then make the visuals match? So make it spin so that it matches the result from the loot table. I think that's going to be okay. The problem is that I'm going to have to do some offset stuff because, and maybe I'll ignore the offset stuff, but I want the little selector arrow thing or the pointer arrow to be at the top of this, but all of the angles are zero-based angles are facing to the right. So I'd need to apply some kind of rotation to that, which is fine visually, but when we're talking about the loot table, I'm mapping everything from 0 to 360 in the loot table. So essentially the strategy is going to be pick an item from the loot table, figure out what the proper rotation is for that item to match up to that item, and then make the wheel spin such that it lands on that item. And that'll be fine for the first spin. It'll be easy enough for the first spin. But after the first spin, it's going to have some kind of offset, right? So if initially it has a rotation, that the whole wheel has a rotation of 0, and I pick, you know, something that ends up being at 270 degrees or whatever, and then I pick another item, well, I'm going to need to figure out how to make it spin such that it's correct when it starts from 270 rather than from 0. So those are, I mean, those are obviously doable things, but these are just all the considerations that I'm thinking about before I get into it. So let's just keep it 0 based for now though. Let's make it so that way the initial spin chooses an item. Let's make it so that the initial spin chooses an item, and then it chooses, oh, we need to add icons too. That's another thing I want to do. Anyway, let's make it so the initial spin chooses an item. I might make the wheel gigantic, honestly. I might increase the size, double the size, so there's more resolution to deal with, but anyway. So anyway, let's do this. Let's create a method. Private void spin wheel. Let's get rid of this. Well, we'll keep that. We'll just call spin wheel here. Okay, so this is going to need to go away, that loops there. And I'm going to need to want it to rotate multiple times too. That's the other thing. I'm going to want it to do multiple revolutions. So it's not just going to be like a little dinky, like, oh, it just rotates to match. It's got to go several times. So a lot of considerations to be made here, but let's say var chosen item is equal to loot table.pick item. Now that just returns the item, but I want pick table data. Why am I not allowed to go into that? Let's see. Let's try pick table data instead. So I think that's basically functionally the same, except this is going to return the weight as well, which doesn't help me actually. Wait a minute, is this even working? Is this just calling itself? I think that's wrong. That's probably wrong. Is that just gonna lock up? Wait a minute. There's no way that's correct. Do I need to edit my Godot utilities here? It's probably gonna freeze the game because it's just gonna call itself infinitely. I don't think that's right, unless there's something I'm missing. Yeah, it froze the game. I can't believe I left that in. That's completely wrong. I actually don't remember how to pull up my Godot utilities and build that. So let's not worry about that right now. Okay, well that's interesting. So now I'm kind of in a bind here. This should have the arguments list and whatever. I see what I was trying to go for there, but I just did it wrong, so. Pick item conditional. wait some. All right, well, this is going to be the tricky part. What's the goal for the stream? We're creating a prize wheel. It's going to be a random encounter where you can spend gold to spin the wheel and you'll get a prize or nothing. Hello. I don't know how to say the first part. Coco the Clown? Is that what it is? Hello. Welcome to the stream. Can you give a peek into your mind at how you implement new features of your game, like how you break your problems down and stuff? I think it's, I don't know, it's hard to describe. I mean, like I was mentioning earlier, I just kind of like try to identify the big unknowns. Like that's generally my approach. So I have enough experience at this point where, you know, if I need to implement a new entity type, I basically know how that's going to work. So there's not really any unknowns in that process. And so it's just a matter of doing the same thing that I've done many times. But in this case, like for the prize wheel here, I'm doing some things that I haven't quite accomplished before. So the question or the way I approach it is just identify the things that I don't know how to do and try to do those first so that I can get an idea of what that unknown, the solution for that unknown looks like. What I don't want to do is do all the parts that I know how to do first. And then if I want to tackle an unknown, then I figure out, oh wait, the way that I need to handle this unknown section actually ends up not working with all the stuff that I already built, right? So figure out how to do the unknowns first, let that process reveal to you how it's going to fit into your larger system, and then you can build everything else around that, right? And that's the approach I took for anything at my job, you know. If I needed to set up some new cloud infrastructure or whatever, I just, well, let's identify the unknowns first. Let's find the services that we need to use, the infrastructure that we need to stand up, all that stuff, before we even think about writing like the integration code, right? Or writing the endpoints or whatever. So that's how I approach it. Indentation bothers you? Yeah. Indentation is a little bit weird, but the stream from a couple days ago. Oh yeah, the spiral one. Yeah, that was working on the wizard or the goblin gnome thing. Just delete and start over. Yeah. Different sizes of the spinner segments makes it more difficult. It took me forever to make a script that works well for same size segments based on fixed circle percentages. Yeah. Do you recommend Godot's visual shaders? Feel like they might be mid due to performance? I don't know. I mean, I would say like if the visual shader lets you create a more complex shader than you otherwise would be able to create, and it doesn't have any noticeable performance issues, then I would say it's fine. Is it possible that they might be less performant shaders than if you had handwritten it? It's possible, but like I don't think you need to worry about it until it becomes an actual problem. Okay, so I need to figure out the problem here is that, so if I pick an item here, I don't know which, yeah, so this might actually end up being a problem. I don't actually know which, for example, if the item that gets picked is nothing, I actually don't know which nothing is being picked, if that makes sense. What I might do is I might just... I'm going to do something. This is going to be something that I want to add to my Godot utilities at some point, but oh, this needs to be prize option here. Actually, do I want to do that? No. Var table data index. Okay, let's see. The weight sum. Weight sum here. Var table data is equal to loot table dot get loot table data for var I equals 0, I is less than table data dot count I plus plus. Let's get rid of this. Let's get rid of that. Well, let's not get rid of that. Okay, so let's see. Let's call that accumulated weight. Okay, so var item is equal to table data I. So we got the accumulated weight and the chosen weight. The chosen weight is less than or equal to the accumulated weight. Then we're going to return, well, not return, we're going to say table data index. So chosen, let's do chosen index. Chosen index equals I. Break. Okay, so I basically just copy and pasted the choosing code from the loot table, but instead I've modified it so that it will tell me what the index is, and also I'll have the accumulated weight and the chosen weight here, which I'm not entirely sure if that's going to help. No, it should help. So let's do this then. So I want to iterate over the table again. Well, let's see. Item weight. Actually, I can just do this. Int previous weight sum. Previous weight sum plus equals item.weight. So this previous weight sum essentially is just going to be the sum of all of the weights of all of the segments prior to the segment that got chosen. So that's going to essentially be my degree offset. So now what I want to do here is going to say my target degrees, target rotation degrees is equal to the previous weight sum plus we're going to take the table data chosen index dot weight divided by 2. So we're going to put it halfway through the weight of the chosen item. All right, then we need to rotate it. I'm just going to make this real simple. We're going to start it from 0 and we're going to rotate it to, let's do 360 times 3. So it does 3 rotations plus target rotation degrees. And we'll do this over 3 seconds or whatever. And then tween.tween callback, what we're going to do is we're going to have it print the table data chosen index dot object dot toString. Is that going to work? I don't know. We'll see. Cannot convert lambda expression to callable. All right, well, let's see what happens. It's a little bit hacky, but Don't optimize for problems you don't have. Yes, exactly. Okay, so we have a circle with a certain amount of segments. I can't see the code, so I ask, how are you separating the segments? So the loot table is configured. Well, here's how it looks. Okay, so whatever red is, let me look at what red is before I see. So red is small gold. So let's see if that's what was chosen. Rune. Okay, that's not correct. That is not correct. Rune is what color? White, red, white, green, white, yellow, white, blue. So rune is blue. So that's there. So that's not correct at all. But anyway, I already have the segments being drawn correctly. Basically, the loot table has a total weight of 360, so it's 360 degrees. And then each segment is just drawn with a width that corresponds to its weight in the table. So you can see all of these white segments are nothing, and they're all equal sizes because all of the nothing weights are equal. And then you've got different sizes of these different wedges here because those are rarer or more common. So that's how it works. I just need to get it to actually print out the correct option. So where did I go wrong here? Let's see. So table data count, accumulated weight. If chosen weight is less than or equal to accumulated weight, chosen index equals I. Break. Otherwise, we're going to add that to the previous weight sum. Target rotation degrees, previous weight sum. Table data chosen weight divided by 2. So it looks like it's pretty much centered the red section, but that does not correspond to the what was actually chosen here. So it chose rune. Okay, I think we're gonna have to step through this. That's fine. Let's go ahead and step through it. Oops, wrong one. No, I clicked the wrong button again. That quote just ended my entire perfectionism. Yeah, the other way of saying that is optimization is the root of all evil, or premature optimization is the root of all evil. I had a college professor that said that, and that's probably the only thing that stuck with me from college. I would have never thought to do it that way. Yeah, the reason that I want to do it programmatically as much as possible is so that I can go in and easily change the weights without having to redraw a bunch of stuff. So if I just go in and I change the loot table weights, it should just work once I get it working in the general case. And that's going to save me a lot of time, especially if I end up doing a lot of balancing to this. Okay, so let's see. So the chosen index is 8. 0, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. So it chose nothing. The target rotation degrees is going to end up being, well, let's see. The previous weight sum, 314. Is that right? So if I do 314 plus 36, that's 350. Yeah, and then, okay. So that's right. So the previous weight sum is correct. The table data weight, so the target rotation degrees is going to end up being 314 plus 13, which is 327. Oh, 332. Did I get that wrong? Previous weight sum 314 plus half of this, which is oh, no, half is not 13. Yeah, that's right. Okay. It's half is 18. All right. So target rotation degrees, cool. Let me just do this. Well, I don't have that. I was gonna say, let me just rotate the thing in the editor by 332 and see if that works, but so 360 times 3 plus target rotation degrees. 332 from 0. And this should be nothing, right? So if I do this, yeah, nothing. Okay. So it did print nothing. Or did it? I'm not actually sure. So something's going on with the rotations here. Let me, I'm gonna not call spin wheel here. Let's just see what it looks like at rest. And then I can rotate it. What was it, 332? So if I rotate it by 332, right, so nothing is right there. So the first item, so again, 0 degrees is facing to the right. So if we look at the right vector here, we can see that nothing is taking up 0 to 36 weight. So that's this segment here. Now if I rotate it by 332, I think what it wants to do is choose this nothing over here. So let's go into this. Let's rotate degrees. Rotation degrees 332. Okay, now if I go into the game, yeah, I guess it's just not correct. Is it correct? Well, it chose the last nothing, right? Let's do 332 minus 18. So it wanted to choose this nothing, right? So if we do, so 36 times 4. Let me just do this math real quick. So 144 plus 60 plus 30 plus 40 plus 40, 314. So there's something wrong here because if I rotate this by 314, it should be aligned properly to the right, but it doesn't look like it's aligned properly. It should look more like that, I think. Let's put it back to 0. So it wanted to choose the nothing before the large gold. So if we go around the circles, that's nothing, nothing, go around. It wanted to choose this one here. 332 or 314. What happens if I do 314 plus 36? What? I think I'm getting confused here. Or there's something wrong. There's definitely something wrong here. What I essentially want is this white wedge right here. needs to be perfectly aligned to the right. Oh, I think maybe... I don't need to subtract it, do I? Maybe I need to subtract it. I'm not sure. I'm like, I'll make a circle spin with a random lifetime based on initial speed, and whatever segment it lands on is what I'd have to figure out. Well, I mean, that's the idea, but you still need to know... you still need to be able to balance how common each segment is. And you still need to, I mean, I guess that's an approach I could take as well. So based on what its settled rotation is, that would be the chosen weight here. But it doesn't really matter if I choose the weight first or if I rotate it first. I tend to like doing it data driven first. I don't like to make the outcomes of things based on the visual indicator. I'd like to have the visual indicator be driven by the data that was chosen. But you could definitely do it that way. But yeah, you still need to, you still need to rotate it correctly. The problem that I'm having right now is I don't know how to rotate this correctly for some reason. If I subtract the rotation degrees, I don't think that will work either. So essentially, as it's rotating, wish there was an easier way for me to visualize this, but as it's rotating clockwise, what is the rotation that I would need to have in order for this to display correctly? Maybe that's a good question to ask here. There. So if I rotate this... Wait. I need it like right there. Oh, but it's wrapping around. Maybe I do need to subtract that. No, probably not, but we'll see. We'll see. All right, spin wheel. I think I'm just getting this math wrong. As usual. My math skills are not as strong as they should be. I'm working on pixel art prototype. What is the resolution you recommend before? Was it 640 by 360? Yeah, that's the resolution that I'm working with for Gunforged. Yeah, 32 pixels is a good size for that canvas size, I think. I'll just redraw it 1,000 times if I need to. Yeah, you could definitely do that. The problem is drawing the visuals precisely. That's my big thing. Like, I want the visuals to match. I'm sure you could figure out how to do it in a manual way, but to me it's just safer to have it do that small gold. Oh, is that right now? Okay, I wish I could spin it again, but I forgot to watch it, so. Hello, happy holidays. Happy holidays to you as well, Michael. Welcome back to the stream, good to see you. When the wheel is spawned, does it hard code the directional values to itself? I.e. when 0 spins 90 degrees, it's still 0. Hard code the directional values. I'm not entirely sure what you mean by that, Defected. If you want to rephrase, it landed on small gold again. But I think that's correct, because small gold should be red, yeah. So I think it's right. I think I needed to subtract rather than add. I'm going to be very suspicious if it lands on small gold again. Okay, it should be nothing. Nothing, yeah! All right. All right. So now what I need to do is I just need to offset this by like 90 degrees. So target direction degrees, target rotation degrees divided by, or minus 90. And the reason I want to do minus 90 is so that the segment that's facing up is going to be the one that's chosen, because usually that little indicator thing, that little red indicator, is pointing down from the top. And so that's what I want to happen here. All right, prize wheel. Last question, I promise. You can ask as many questions as you like, Hawk Game Dev. I just can't guarantee I'll get to them immediately, but do you zoom your camera in with that resolution? I had to zoom in like 5. Nope. This is all 640 by 360 that's stretched to the viewport. So it's scaled up to the viewport. So project settings, display. I have the aspect set to keep and the mode set to viewport. So it's always 640 by 360 and just scaled up to fit the window. It's not doing pixel perfect integer scaling, but okay, so whatever green is should be chosen. Passive. And let's see if passive is green. So let's see, passive is the 4th option. 1, 2, 3, 4. Boom, it's working. Sweet. Okay, this is looking really good. Obviously, I needed to actually drop the rewards now, but I've come up with a general solution for the prize wheel now. So I can edit the weights as much as I want. I could add items to the prize wheel if I wanted to, and I don't need to redraw anything. That should be small gold. Small gold, look at that. Excellent. Excellent. Okay, so it's working. I forgot to stretch. Thank you so much. You're welcome. Happy holidays, Red Velvet. Welcome back to the stream. Great to see you again. Okay, so this is looking great. I'm feeling good about this. I'm having trouble scaling my pixel art in Sprite. Well, if you, I can attempt to assist you with that. If you want to put in a long, or put in a message. I had a long sentence, glad you solved it. Oh, I see. Yeah, I don't understand the question you were asking. But yeah, I think I just needed to subtract the target rotation degrees. I don't know exactly why. But yeah, it's fine. And then to subtract 90 again so that it's pointing upward. Cool. All right, so I'm going to commit what I've got. So initial prize wheel work. This is going to be so satisfying when I add like the prize wheel sounds, like the do-do-do-do-do-do, you know? I think that's going to be cool. And then, yeah, so I want to try actually making this bigger even so that I can add icons to it. And that's going to be a whole different thing of how I'm going to add icons, but I think it'll be fine. The tween is nice because I can make it always centered when it ends, which will just be nice for visual purposes. The icon is nice and crisply rendered upright, you know what I mean? So that's why I'm using a tween here to do like a more deterministic animation. And then let's see. Yeah, there's a bunch of things I want to do with this. Obviously, we need to make it actually reward the player with the things that it has on the wheel. So we're going to try to get as much of that done in the remainder of the stream as possible. Probably not going to get it all done, but I want to get at least something dropping from the prize wheel and get it interactable and everything so you can interact with it. It'll subtract money from you, it'll spin, it will land on something, and then it will give you the reward or nothing. But all of that stuff, like, I've already figured out in this segment of the stream all the unknowns. So everything else from here on out I know how to do. So it's just going to be a matter of getting it implemented. But I think the first thing I want to do is try a bigger wheel so I have more space to put icons. So I'm going to do that. But before I do that, I'm going to go ahead and take a quick 2-minute break. So in the meantime, while I'm on the break, please check out the links in the description below. Those are all the ways that you can support me, and any support is greatly appreciated. So I'm going to take a quick 2-minute break, and when I come back, we will continue on with the prize wheel.
Every 4 computers now have primary control of critical vehicle functions.
Alrighty, let's get back into it. Just rip off the sounds from the Price is Right. Yeah. Could definitely do that. No, I can't actually. Alright, so sprite canvas size. Let's increase this. I'm gonna try a bigger wheel here. That's as big as the circular brush goes for a sprite. That's not good. Well, hopefully this is big enough, because I don't feel like trying to figure out how to freehand a trying to figure out how to freehand the the circle. Price wheel mask, boom. Or prize wheel, I guess. Prize wheel.png, boom. Okay, so I'm gonna need to reorient these things. I think the bigger prize wheel is gonna be more fun anyway. Swag. All right. So I'm probably also going to need to increase the draw here. So let's see, draw segments. Let's just make a safe distance of 64. Okay, let's see how this looks. You have ellipsis marquee or whatever it's called. Oh, that's right. Yeah, I could do that. Well, let's see how big this is. And we'll go. That's a big prize wheel, but I think it works better. I'm gonna have a very hard time putting an icon there, but the other ones can have little small icons, I think. So that should be fine. Excellent, excellent, excellent. Okay, let's get the interaction working, I suppose. Text. Spin the wheel for 20 gold. And can I offset this text? Let's see. Editable children. I think I can do that. I think that's a legal move. Hopefully it's a legal move. I don't know. Okay, interaction area component. So we'll get rid of spin wheel here. On interacted. Private void on interacted. Okay, private const int gold cost. Let's set it to 20. If this dot get player dot gold manager dot has or current gold is greater than or equal to gold cost. Well, let's just do less than gold cost. We'll just return. Okay. I don't know if I need to, do I need to set this to a default here? Or does it just default to... I don't know, let's just be safe, I guess. Okay. Gold manager dot take gold. Gold cost. I forgot, does this spawn a message here? Increment gold spent. I'm gonna need to add like a floating text message, I think. That's fine. Take gold. Okay, then we can call spin wheel. And then we need to say interaction area component dot toggle interaction enabled false. When the wheel spin is done, let's do this. On spin finished, prize option, selected option. We'll do the drops here, and then I'm also going to say interaction area component dot toggle interaction enabled true. Okay, here we're going to call on spin finished, and this is going to be the table data chosen index dot object. Let's also do set transition. Between that transition type dot, let's try cubic, set ease. Do I want in? I think I want in. I don't know, we'll see how it works. So it's going to take gold, it's going to spin the wheel, it's going to toggle that interaction enabled to false on spin finished. Let's do a g.print selected option there. Okay, and let's see what that does. Oh, we're back to 30-second intervals between sending message and it showing up on screen. Yeah, I don't know. There's something, maybe some kind of issue. Taking 6 seconds for mine to appear. Oh, you just weren't caught up with the live? Yeah. I guess if you go, I don't know. There's some times where it can like end up behind for some reason. I don't know. YouTube's weird. Okay. Spin the wheel for 20 gold. I can't spin it. Okay, that's definitely not. I wanted to do out instead of in. But let's see if it printed the right option. Nothing. And that's correct. Okay, cool. All right, let's go back again though. Story of my life, once I was about 3 to 4 minutes out of sync. Yeah. It's sneaky like that. Okay. That's cool. Look at that. It's working great. So I'm going to actually increase the number of rotations there. I don't want it to last too long. Like, I don't want the player to be waiting forever, but it does need to have a little bit more anticipation build up. Okay, I'm gonna try not cubic. Let's do... Is quad more extreme than cubic? No, it's less extreme. Okay, let's try quad. Why is nobody talking to me? Then you realize that they did and you just missed it. Yeah. Sweet. What is yellow? Medium gold. I might even make that maybe even more rotations. Well, it's also happening over 3 seconds. So maybe I'll increase the time to 5 seconds and see how that looks. That might be too long of a wait, but... I think that's good. I mean, I think I'll turn it down to 4 and add an extra rotation. Now it's starting from 0 all the time here. So that's not what I want to happen. So let's do this. from math.f.wrap sprite2d.rotation degrees 0, 360. So it should start from its initial point. Okay, let's try that actually, because I don't want it to start from 0 every time because it's gonna snap weirdly. I don't want it to just spin from where it's currently at. Nothing. Oh, I got the large gold. Nice. Let's see. Nothing again. Nothing again. This game's a ripoff. Nothing again. Oh, what is that? Small gold, yeah. Nothing. So that little tiny orange strip, that's the large gold. I wanted to make it like 1,000 gold or something, but I might just make it like 200 or something like that. Ooh, nothing. I think 20 gold is a reasonable cost too. What I'm gonna do, I think I'll make this small gold. Well, I don't know yet. That's pretty cool. It's pretty cool indeed. Hello, Rin. Welcome back to the stream. Good to see you. I think 5 seconds maybe Goldilocks. Well, it's 4 seconds right now. I think the 4 seconds feels nice. It's like a nice balance between like the anticipation buildup, but also not waiting like way too long for it. It's a rigged wheel. Yes, it is. Can you chain that tween to make it go the other way first, like you were trying to make it go further? Oh, I see. So like it kind of like rocks back and then spins. Yeah, I can do that. So let's see. Tween.tween property. Let's see how that works. Sprite 2D. Rotation. Degrees. Let's do sprite 2D dot rotation degrees minus, I don't know, 15 or something from Actually, I don't need this one, I guess. Oops. I'm doing everything wrong. Okay, let's see how that looks. Good suggestion. You gonna leave that gold cheese in there? Clicky for more gold, yeah. We have graduated to a gambling game. Everyone loves having gambling and roguelikes. Don't know if it'll look good or not. Yeah, it will look good. I just gotta figure out what a good... Ooh, that doesn't work at all. Oh, because this needs to be... that. I need to use that wrap just because the way Godot is weird about it. Let's try 0.3. Set ease These type out dot set transition type dot, let's do quad. Needs a delay before it spins between the backwards and forwards. Yeah, that's why I'm trying to add the easing into there because it was linear before. There we go. That's a little bit better. A little bit more anticipation there. This freaking game is eating my money. You know what I could do is I could randomize the number of rotations too. Var num rotations is equal to mathutil.rng.rand_i_range. Let's do between 5 and 7. We'll put this in here. Num rotations. So it'll spin a little bit slower, faster sometimes. It doesn't affect how likely the outcomes are, but it will add a little bit of visual variety. It would totally ruin your math, but you could implement holding the wheel for more strength. Yeah, because since I'm choosing the result before it spins, I guess that wouldn't work. Also, I don't really have a concept of like hold a button to do something, so I need to implement that as well. I think this is fine. That's pretty cool. That's pretty cool. Okay, so yeah, I need to add icons and whatnot. Let's see. I'm obviously got to do the art for like the stand and whatnot, but let's get some stuff dropping. That looks great. Thanks, yeah. Thank you for the suggestion for the bounce back. First, Felipe. Make it more spaghetti by setting the number of rotations directly related to the time the E keeps pressed. Yeah. Yeah, that could work. Spin the wheel. That's pretty fun. Okay, so that's looking all right. So let's get it to actually drop something. So, on spin finished. Let's do a... I'm actually going to do a tween interval in here. Give it like a half a second of pause before it calls the on spin finished. Because then I can do this. Switch selected option. Case prize option dot nothing. Return. Or can I just break out of this? Break. Case prize option dot small gold. I'm going to want to drop gold here. Now, how am I actually doing this? Drop gold. I got to be careful about this. Because I don't want to drop 100 golds at the same time. But I do want there to actually be loot items that drop, because that's a little bit more fun. I might need to implement some kind of like larger gold pile or something. Let me think. Maybe I should do that. Well, I don't know. Drop gold. Is that the only place where I'm dropping gold? Let's see. Drop gold. Suppress loot sound. I don't know what that does. Wave rewards manager, drop gold. Loot drop item. Do I want to? Do I want to just copy and paste this code, or do I want to make... Just copy and paste the code, that's fine. Prize option dot medium gold. Gold to drop equals 50. Break. Case prize option dot large gold. Gold to drop equals 100. Break. Case prize option dot passive. Fill this out. Break. Case prize option dot rune. I can drop the rune here, I think, but we'll fill this out as well. I don't have like a unified way of dropping loot, which I might end up doing. Might need to create some kind of like a global way to drop loot and decouple it from my other places, but that's fine. For var I equals 0, I is less than gold to drop I plus plus. So let's get a reference to a resource preloader. Okay, we need to get a loot drop item in this. We'll just take the global position here. Perfect, okay. All right, so let's go ahead and add those resource preloader there. Loot drop item, gold. All right, that should work for now. Let's see if that works. It looks awesome. Yeah, I think it's looking great. What if the nothings were in fact lose max health? I thought about that. I thought about putting like a, you know, what would be really funny is like something that's equally as small as the large gold, but it just kills you instantly. But that actually wouldn't be very funny. I don't think anyone would interact with the wheel if they were on like wave 18 and there's a chance that they just immediately die or even lose health. So nothing is the worst case scenario is you'll lose 20 gold, which I think is fine. Now we need an Easter egg. If you spin it more than X times, it will fall down and run out of the screen. That's funny. Yeah, I should probably put some kind of limit on it. That would be cool. Anyway, spin the wheel. Come on, come on, come on. Give me some gold. Nothing. All right. Play like a little womp womp sound like when it fails. Come on. Give me some gold. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. Ooh. Yes. That was the medium gold, I guess. I think that might be too much gold spawning at once. I might need to create like a... Ooh. I might need to create a scene for like a group of 5 gold. Nothing. Nothing. What is blue? Is that a passive? Oh, blue is a rune. Okay, I don't have rune drops yet. I want to see what happens if I hit the large gold. It's probably not going to happen, but... Oh, I'm out of money. I doubt I'm going to hit the large gold, but let's see. Small gold, all right. That should be a passive, so that will just give you a passive. Nothing. Oh, that's medium gold. Very nice. Nothing. Come on, I want to hit the large gold. Let me hit the large gold. Oh, it was so close. Almost, almost. Nope. Ah, so close. I guess we'll do this. Will just be the rest of the stream is just me trying to get the large gold drop. We will do it. I don't know what the chance. Oh, there's like a 2% chance or something of it dropping. We're gonna be here all day. We're gonna be here all day. I haven't even gotten any gold. This is ridiculous. Who made this rigged game? Oh, there we go. That would have given me a passive. Nothing. Nothing. Yeah, if I want to drop more gold at once, I'm probably going to have to... I'll create a scene where it's like a group of gold, but it's a single scene and it will give you like 5 gold when you pick it up. Because that way, I don't have to spawn as many. Ooh. Or I could use that scene just generally speaking for any amount of gold that's greater than 1. I think that'll work. That's awesome. Yeah, thank you. Yeah, it's looking good. Ooh, there's some gold. I want the large gold. This stream is not going to end until I get the large gold. That's a 2% chance. That means that I only need to spin it. Well, no, I mean, it's not necessarily what it means, but I have a reasonable chance of getting it in 50 spins. Probably have done close to that by now. Give me the gold. It's working really well though. I'm very happy with how it turned out. Once it's the sound effects and once I've got some better art in place for it. These colors are also not coming from my color palette either. So once I get those colors situated from the color palette, that should look better too. I get the little arrow pointing down. With the sound effects and all that, it's gonna feel and look really good, I think. Oh, I'm out of money. We're going to hit the 100 gold. Loot box time, yeah. Real money. Real money loot boxes. Oh, so close, come on. Okay, I'll take that. It's like Path of Exile all over again, just grinding away, waiting to get that really rare drop, you know? This is a riveting end to the stream, but I'm so determined. Oh, okay, close. Nope, not gonna hit it. Oh, there's small gold, there we go. Ooh, that was a weak spin. Oh, so close. Is the gold indicator at the bottom of the screen not working? I don't see the number changing. Yeah, so the gold indicator works differently in the hub room. The gold indicator is how much currency you have saved that you can spend here, for instance. So it doesn't work. It doesn't keep track of your current gold like as you're picking it up, because there's no way for gold to drop in this area at all. So what I'm doing is kind of invalid right now, but it works in game, like when you're in the run. As you pick up gold. That was a weak spin. There we go. Ooh, I'm so close. Come on. Oh. That's a good amount of gold. Yeah, let's do that. Okay. Spin it again while I collect this. Oh, another one. All right. If you get the big money, it should rain gold from the skies like Vampire Survivors does when opening a chest, except this loot hits the ground and you can pick it up. That would be cool, yeah. Yeah, maybe I could do that for the bosses too, like when you kill a boss, like gold just rains from the sky. That'd be kind of cool. Oh my goodness, it was so close. Yes, we got it. The mega loot drop. Yes. Very cool. I don't know if I should be spawning 100 gold scenes at once in a single frame. But I don't know. Yeah, I'm gonna have to just merge those, because then at most, if I have 5 gold per pickup, then at most I would be spawning 20 scenes, and I can also stagger it over a series of frames, so I could dispense all the gold over like half a second or something. Yeah, I should rumble the controller. Yeah, I don't have controller support, but if I ever add it, rumble will be a thing for sure. All right, we did it. We did it. So add loot drops to prize wheel. So that's looking good so far. I have a couple more to add, obviously, but all right. Well, that's a good way to end the stream. So that's it for the stream today. Thank you all for watching. That was a lot of fun. Got a lot of good stuff implemented. Obviously, lots of more work to do on this, but probably we'll be working on that this afternoon. But anyway, thanks again, everyone, for watching. It was great to have you all here. Thanks for your support. If you'd like to support me, again, check out the links in the description below. I've got my Udemy courses available for sale. It's a great way to financially support me, since that's the main way that I'm making my money right now. You can also wishlist Gunforged on Steam. The link for that is in the description as well. And yeah, that's it. Thanks, everyone, for being here. See you later, Rin. Goodbye, Defected. Make a Discord someday. Goodbye, Felipe. Goodbye, OC Richie, and everyone else who's watching and who has been here. Any key. See you later. And also goodbye to all of the lurkers out there. Yeah, I'll see you in the next one. So I'll be back at it tomorrow at the same time. See you later, Super Rad Maker. All right. Talk to you later. Bye-bye.